we are peaceful, but we are not only peaceful, but also, fearful. We have over, the years been feeding this beast. Has grown horns. Now they are too big. The beast has been feeding from our fear, because we are a oppressed society, and this is a sign. Also, iriku ita, confirm that you are oppressed. Apana zvamunondiita. That's what it is. I've said the kunemama space kuti vanhu vanotyiwa nemaregimes akaita seZambia haisi tombo reAmerica kana kuti any other countries inogona kuzoassista the oppressed. Is the same oppressed people. But the only issue that we have, we believe that we are peaceful people. When we are not peaceful, we are fearful. Tinofanira deal with our fears. What is it that we understand? The impact behind the fears that we have. Because because they know, they've been testing. Kwete kutoka tanga nasi vabvirira saka kurambidza vanhu vari kuita uko. It's a confirmation kutaura kuti hatisiri kukumbopai mukana uyu kuti mutaure anyone. And it's not only the opposition, it's the people of Zimbabwe that are being suppressed. Because this bill is supporting, it's only for the few individuals in the ruling party. Saka vanhu vese vari kumanikidzwa vemuterere isusu, the very same people vanotoshaya kuti totaura naniko ndieno wangatungamirira. Pane machurch organizations vakabudisa tsamba yavo. But I also have a problem with their stance as well. As much as I appreciate kuti, it is important. We have heard their position, but they fall short. Maybe because imimi, once you do that, you must actually come out kuti muri kuda kupinda politics, like they always say. Pango yema unions vana Mugabe vachitaura kuti kana masiya zvema union chiuye politics, maybe those are going to show. But at least there must be something that we need to do, because we cannot go on like this. And this beast has just grown once, and we are not going. Imagine, pane chikoro chakaputswa panapa 2 days ago. Ma books, mari, ma phones, vana vakatozeta kutozotorwa nzi tore vana avo vabve vabude muchikoro because vangaurayiwa mukati imomo. So this is heartless, of the same beast that we're talking about, and we let it. And I don't know who am I speaking. Am I speaking to myself? Who am I? Why am I saying these things when I am also not taking part in showing Woody? I really love my country. I want to protect my country. I want to fight for my country. What is it that I need to do? Who am I calling to come and hold hands with me? Am I wasting my time talking about this? Until when? Because in is once they've actually gone to the people and convinced the people, take advantage without Iowa. Imagine when I get a son of Mudawa mberi. Mudahe danda eti zvaro rinotongori danda eti riri kutaura because ari pasende power ari kutaura nevanhu kuti munhu anobenefita is a councillor, munhu anobenefita is a senator, munhu anobenefita is it's not only the president. Only this kind of, because he is reaching out to the people. Ene vanhu vanotaura nezvavo ivavo havana anovabatsira, vanongoteerera because vaunganidzwa. It's very sad. It's really very sad. I don't know what Twitter saying, but honestly, we need to take action. How do we do that? Where do we start? Tunoshedza ani kuti atibatsire, because my visuals anenge aripo kana vasungwa kana vaita sei, it must be documented so that kana pane organization anogona kubatsira vanhu kuti tarisei munhu vanhu vari kutambudzwa. But tikataura tiri kutambudzwa tiri pano pamafoni, hazvina zvazviri kubatsira because vanoti imimi munogozouya kuma-civic organization pane mhosva ipi yaparwa because toda kumirira mhosva yaparwa. Even ukaenda police station kune vanhu vari kundithreatena kuti vada kundiuraya. vakuuraya here chii chaitika vaba here haungangoripotika kuti pane vanhu vanga vachida kuba vanotaura kana vaba wozouya ripota because pakuparwa bhosva saka mhosva yecho iyoyo kana ikasaparwa unogona kunoripota chirudzii ndosaka tichiti macivil organizations ariko vanotonzwa zvatotaura but vari kuti but these people seems as if they agree with what's happening in the country because they are not taking any action because that's what they want because they want proof yokuratidza zveshuwa you are suppressed but that is the truth tikusafa tikutambudzwa tichasafa tichatambudzwa only until we stand up and say no because we're the only people, not America, not Russia, not China, but us, the people of Zimbabwe. Ndisu tinonzwika shit. I've heard people saying, ku South Africa, anzi Julius Malema ngati batsirewo. No. Hatorina kana chinhu, he does not even. Ana kana chaanoita even akataura say Julius Malema. Ana chinhu. Why? Because he's not a Zimbabwean. So imimi mataura, then they will join. So that's what we need to do. Thank you so much, Nyamasusa, for the opportunity.
Right. Thank you very much, for that. The aspect of the church. Churches, historically, they've been known for sitting. What can I say? They've been known for sitting right at the intersection of the moral authority, civil protection, and the constitutional responsibility. Yes, I've seen, like what you've alluded to, that there's been a statement that has come from, the Christian body, and they've made it clear that what we are looking at raises serious moral and constitutional, concerns, and there's a serious risk, right there when it comes to that constitution, that people-driven constitution, the spirit of that constitution, written in 2013. So we need to be pushing these organizations. We need to be pushing them to when we see the civic space being blocked, like what is happening here. It is the role of the church, to step in. To step in and publicly affirm that by people participating, it is their constitutional right, and it is not a privilege. Because I don't know whether they are thinking that they are according as a privilege. This is not a privilege. It's a constitutional right. The church, in this atmosphere, in this environment, we are looking to the church to constantly putting out, calls for restraint, calls for fairness, and calls for human dignity. And, they've got a very important, platform. The spiritual platform can enable them to, to ground their message, not in a political sense, not wanting to be seen as wanting to wade into the politics of the country, but they can message it in scripture. And they can even issue out, their, pastoral, statements against, what is happening. Because they have been there. You saw the church and its role, the role that, it played during the 2017 thing. Even in the 2008 thing. Even wherever there's a conflict, the church is expected to be stepping in because it is the moral witness that we have.
But in
And they can help us in the safeguarding of our constitution.
problem yatanayo munyika medu ka kuchechi kwacho ikoku kune vatengesi, they'll be bought. That's the problem. We got people who are selfish. They'll be visited and being bought, and they just keep quiet. Some people will be actually trying to pull her down. Though the statement was done, but some people will be working to fight back so that they don't put a lot of pressure on this government. Trust me.